Hello, everybody!
Welcome to the MESSCAST, the podcast with the cast off mess. Screw you, Sean.
Heard it.
I just dove in front of you. You're not stealing it from me this week. You.
I'm not stealing it.
Bastard.
I just want to say hello.
Sure. Sure you did. Sure.
Welcome to the MESSCAST, where everyone is a cunt.
No, just Euan. Right.
Where's the videos, Euan? Where's the videos?
No, Onion should be out before this comes out.
I think that should be a discussion on its own. When's the videos coming out?
Hang on. I'm just going to do this now. Before you start the podcast, why not check out our latest video, Onions, above Euan's head right now. Now it has to be out, Euan. There's no other choice.
Oh my god, I can't hear what you're saying.
Woohoo!
I got the gist of what you said.
Check it out.
But my Wi-Fi is... It's my turn for my Wi-Fi to be gash.
Cool, so it's probably going to be me above my head. Check out Onions.
Yeah! And if last resort, it can be on my head.
Right, Euan, what was the... You said you wanted to ask or discuss something on the podcast. Is it related to the movie, or is it like not?
It's related to the movie. It's related to the movie.
Okay, never mind. Let's just have some chit chat before we dive into the movie, I guess. What's been going on with you guys?
Not much. I've been kind of working, and actually, for the podcast people, I actually saw my private screening of my movie, and it's a solid B movie. It's funny. It's not an amazing film. It's not like a film that's gonna change your life forever, but it's a funny watch. Oh, Euan's gone. Never mind. Fuck you, Euan. Don't want to hear about my film or my life. Okay. Rude. No, it's good.
This is a terrible start. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, all I was gonna add to that was I got to meet
Euan.
you.
Oh my god, this is the worst start we've ever had.
Is Sean going for you as well?
Oh no, he's back. He's back.
Am I freezing?
No, Sean, you're cutting out like nobody's business.
Yeah,
I thought it was just my end.
Cutting out.
No, he was really bad for me there. I was like in the middle of saying something. I was like, yeah, Sean, I'm looking forward. And then he was just frozen. It's like, oh, and Euan's gone. I guess it's just me.
I thought I'd be cutting out. But no, all I was going to say was I got to meet Euan McGregor's parents, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Are they in the movie? Or are they...
Yeah. Euan McGregor plays the older version of my character at the very end of the film. Like his dad.
I was about to say, Euan McGregor plays?
No,
you two look very different.
I meant his dad. His dad looks like very similar to what I look like now with my bald head. So it's weird. But like it says in the screen, it says older Kevin played by Jim McGregor. So I'm like, cool.
I hope you asked Mr. Jim there if his son was interested in coming on the MESSCAST, the podcast with the cast of mess.
Well, apparently Euan right now is in Mexico with a Harley bike.
Why?
Apparently he's doing some sort of biking tour thing that he does a lot. So I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm like, cool. Apparently he's in Mexico.
I never took Euan McGregor to be a big biker guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It is fun times. Oh, is Euan gone?
Is Sean cutting out for you too?
Yeah, he's gone for me as well.
Yeah, I'm hearing most of what you guys are saying because your audio, your visuals are usually fine, but your audio just occasionally goes.
I'm hearing everybody fine. Just Sean keeps freezing us every now and then.
Cool, right. But what about you?
There he goes again.
What have you been up to? Fuck off. Fuck. Am I here? Am I here now? Am I here? Am I actually here?
You came just in time to go, fuck off, fuck.
It's because I was like, fuck, and then there was pausing, so obviously just jittered.
This is honestly the worst it's been recording-wise. Jesus Christ, let's hope it smoothed out going through.
Yeah.
But
anywho, what have you been up to?
Yeah, Euan, what have you been up to?
I got a dog!
Woohoo! What's the dog's name?
Alfie.
Aw, is it a cute... is it a big doggo or a small doggo?
He's a small doggo because it's a Cocker Spaniel. Right now he's a little pup, so he's like... You're able to cradle him in your arms.
That's adorable.
Should have called him Matthew. Should have called him Matthew. I'm never going to forgive you for this betrayal. This
Fine.
is...
To make you feel better, I will.
Broken.
I'll tell you.
I think you
I
should.
did actually offer the name, but everyone said no. So.
You're
welcome.
think you should call it Mr. Paws. Mr. Paws. I think that'd be a great name for a dog.
Yeah, for people listening, a short film I'm making is called Mr. Paws, which will be on the channel maybe before New Year. Maybe.
Before New
who
Year?
knows? Well, we're filming it before Christmas. And it'll be an editing project I'm going to dedicate myself to, so...
Cool. And we also have the Christmas episodes come out at Christmas.
Yeah. But yeah,
Busy
but
time.
that's what I've been doing. Thanks for asking, guys. I've been...
Oh, cool.
I was intending to, but kind of just wove its way there itself.
This past week I've been writing and rewriting and rewriting and rewriting and organising and trying to get everything in order for a short film that I've written called
Cool.
Mr. Paws, which the short synopsis of, it's a group of friends try to steal back their cat. Well, one of their friends' cats. That's the premise of the movie. It's very good, I think. I hope you'll enjoy it when it comes out. It stars us, because I'm egotistical.
And I like being in movies.
It's not a mess thing though. It's like, we play different characters. Like, we won't be called like Mathew, Euan, Sean. Like, I think it's Greg, Daniel, and Johnny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which actually reminds me, the script that I'm currently writing up is now at 15 pages, and my god, have I not touched any of the story.
How many
There's
pages?
nothing I like more than 15 pages of filler.
Well, it's not filler, it's like introducing the characters, and it's setting up the plot, but like the things that I really want to dive into with it, I've not touched up yet, which I really want to do, but I've just not had time in the past few days. So I'm thinking
When
it's
I catch up
probably
on
gonna
videos...
be-
Ooh, sorry, keep going. I didn't realise you were not
I
done.
was about to say... It's gonna be about probably... Just got fucking cut out, Euan!
I know, it's like, it was like halfway through a set, he was like, it's going to be probably, I'm just going to touch it, it's like,
I was like, in mid-sentence, dude.
My Wi-Fi
I
is
didn't know
doing
you were
really
finished.
gash right now. I keep thinking you're stopping. I'm very sorry.
What? Stopping in the middle of a sentence? It's
No, it's just
probably
your
gonna be...
sentence-
Anyway.
No, your sentence stopped. You then froze, and I assumed you were done. And then as soon as I started speaking, I realized you were halfway through a sentence.
So
You know what they say
it's definitely gonna be probably my screen recording this week then, if
Yeah,
Euan's having
maybe.
this many issues. I
Well,
mean,
no,
he didn't freeze it
that's
all
what-
for me, so...
But
It's freezing a little bit for
anywho, what I
me.
was gonna say...
It's freezing right
What I
now.
was gonna say is my
No, it's
episode
fine.
1 is gonna be about 25 to 30 pages, I think.
So you're halfway through episode 1 is what you're saying?
Yeah, so I should
The
get
plot
it
hasn't
done
even started.
Probably. Well, no. I know I set up things, and obviously when I send it off to you guys, I'm gonna, like, obviously say, hey, this is where I'm going with it. Do it.
Yeah,
your own
I
pace.
was about to say, like, if you're doing, like, multiple episodes and we're writing the other episodes and you've not touched the plot thing yet, maybe give us a synopsis when you finish writing, because otherwise we'll do, like, we'll pull a U and introduce, like, alternate versions of those characters, and also they're in the YouTube channel, so...
Because this thing with my story that I've wrote, I've kind of created the whole world, and I've added like little bits of lore and little bits here and there. Obviously, I'll be like, I want you guys to expand on that, and I'll be like, apart from that, do what the fuck you want with it.
If you just write up a bunch of notes and be like, this is, like, XXXXX things I want to happen and what have to happen, blah, 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 now go do what you want. Then I'll understand.
Cool. Awesome. But no, that should be fun, and hopefully that's a project that's not even going to be filmed for a very long time. I was just about to say, the one thing that Euan's going to hate about it is it's super special effect-y.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, it's like... It's... without giving any spoilers, it's like Avatar and Star Wars had a baby.
Jesus Christ. Cool.
So
this
you have
is
fun.
So the script I was writing was
this is what we're going to be pitching to Channel 4, and if you want to see it, it'll be on Channel 4 9 p.m. 2022. So
It'll actually be 2029. Thank you very much.
yeah, because Ollie, that's going to be hard to make on our budget of 0.
Yeah.
No, my
It'll be fun,
idea is
though.
kind of, well, not exactly similar, but it's going down the kind of route Sean described. It's not extremely special effect heavy, but it will have about as many special effects as the thing, our secret new thing that we're doing.
Yeah, the secret that you gave away last week.
No, I didn't give it away.
Yeah,
That was cut.
I had to cut it. I had to cut that bit out.
Sean, we had to restart and pretend that I hadn't made the mistake.
Yeah, it's like Euan's talking, and then it cuts, and it goes to me and you, and we're like, "Oh, Euan, continue saying what you were saying."
Cool.
Yeah, no, but while you guys, like, that's what I've been thinking recently, is because you guys have been writing these, or like planning on writing these series sort of things for the channel, or Channel 4 maybe, Sean. Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool, well, I'm just going to start writing short films, because I want to make more movies than what we currently make. Like, Road Cop performed really well, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I just want to try and, like, do different little genre pieces, like, ooh, this is this one, this is this one, this is this one. Here's another short film, blah, 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 where we play different people. And also, I can try to stick them in festivals and get a real job and not work with you guys again. So, you know.
Oh, fuck you then. Fuck you. Then it will be the S-Cast. Because I'll be staying. Woohoo.
But Sean, yeah, what if I could take you with me? What if they're like...
Well,
we like your performance and your directing in this movie, and we like Sean. That Euan guy, though, lose him.
Nice, thanks.
Bye, Euan. I'm joking. I would never sell my. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Maybe, I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
If the price was right, which is any money than anything, then yeah.
Right.
If someone gave me $3 million,
very easily just give up on the channel.
Oh no, I wouldn't give up on the channel. I'd just make a new one and leave you out of it.
Wow. But no, as I was gonna be saying, yeah, like after I've done this big project, I want to start writing more short little bits and bobs and more short sketches, because I've got I got a few ideas for short things that I'm really wanting to do, but I'm just wanting the time.
Well, I'm going to be interested to see. Oh, hang on, I'm going to say that sentence again. I'm going to be interested to see how say like our short film projects perform compared to like something like our sketches or our series stuff, because our series stuff performs the best on the channel. That's a given. Like that's what brings in like a lot of the people. It's what gets people watching because it's a series thing. The sketches have always performed decently. They've never been amazing, but they've always been decent. And Road Cop performed extremely well, but it's the first one of its kind, so I kind of want to see if it was a fluke, or if it's like people are also interested in the short film stuff more than they are the sketches stuff, because we could become like a short film channel / series channel rather than a sketch sort of thing.
It just means that
the
main reason why we upload sketches so much is so we can upload stuff, because when you become a series or a short film kind of channel, it means you're not uploading as consistently, unless you're okay with just watching podcasts consistently.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of a hybrid, because we kind of have the sketches, and then we have all of our series stuff planned, short films and stuff planned in between, and we just pump out the sketches in between all that shit.
I would say we're probably like comedic filmmaking channel, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although the short film I'm working on is not really a comedy. There's comedy elements because my brain can't work any other way, but there's it's not an out and out comedy.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think your sort of comedic thing is rubbing off on me, Matthew, because as I was writing some of my stuff for my series thing, it was going to be super serious, but then I've made one of the characters super egotistical and very much like...
Is this my character?
No, it's not your character.
Okay, good, because I was going to be upset.
No, your character that I've written is actually it's really interesting. I think I would love to see how you do it. Like, I think it'll be fun. The character that's very egotistical is a character I wrote for myself.
Okay. But that's like just adding more onto the reason why I'm wanting to do these short films where we play different characters, and why I'm looking forward to the series stuff. It's because I want to try to act more and like actually like push myself and get better as an actor. Because right now I'd say I'm a solid fine. I can do the comedy, but I want to do the other stuff.
Well, that's what I think. So I think was gonna say it'll be good to get out of our comfort zones because I feel like we've probably gotten comfortable playing Matthew, Euan, and Sean
Yeah,
over and over again.
I want to try and challenge ourselves. Where it's like, yeah, you're playing this character. Like, don't just play him how you play Sean. You need to like do him differently. You're a different person now. Like,
Yeah.
and just from like a directing standpoint, because like directing the sketches, it's like no hassle at all. It's like, okay, set up a shot. Okay, Sean, you know your line? Yeah. Okay, I trust you to do it. Off you go.
Yeah. It's because we've done it so long now.
Yeah.
We just know how to do it.
We've got it down to a formula, basically.
Yeah, we need to get rid of that formula.
Yeah, we need to start shaking up the status quo.
Yeah.
Which you can tell already because this past week we've uploaded like 3 times. Whoa! What's happening? Videos getting uploaded? No way!
Whoa! It's all thanks to the Facebooks.
Oh, that's because this past week we had the podcast, we had Matthew's Spooky Adventure, and we had Bed.
At last.
Yeah,
All in the space of
Yeah.
a few days, which was great.
it was pretty fun. It was cool, and hopefully maybe Onions is already out.
Hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah. Onions, and then personalities maybe? But that one might be a bigger
Yeah.
weight, so who knows?
I hope for personalities to be out in the next couple of weeks, maybe a month, possibly.
Oh, it's Christmas soon. I'll have to get that rough cut done. Oops.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
the Christmas one will have to be out. Because that one will have to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I would say put that one out at like maybe 19th, 20th of December. Like I say 20th of December at the latest.
Cool. That actually reminds me, I'm coming
Yeah.
up on the 20th of December.
Yes, you are, because we're shooting Mr. Paws, so...
Yarpeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm coming up a day early because it's gonna be up the 21st. I'm coming up on the 20th now.
Oh, okay, sick. I think we're still
Yeah, so-
planning on shooting Mr. Paws on the 23rd, but
Yes, please.
who knows.
I'm pretty sure. Hang on.
That's
what day
cool.
is? I need to figure out what day that is.
23rd's on Monday.
Yeah, I'd prefer a
Awesome.
Monday. Because we.
That works for me because then I can sleep.
But it
Cool.
might.
So is any other... Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just we'll see about like getting days off, etc. Because oh wait, no, it's shooting in the evening, isn't it? I'm dumb. Never mind.
It's an entire evening shoot, yes.
Cool.
It'll be a long-ass night, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping we
Yeah.
can get it all done that night, if not across the 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be printing out the script and organizing stuff and giving Alan dates and stuff.
Cool.
Cool.
Film.
Film.
I really like how Alan's our guy now for like the camera because he is. I really like him involved with it.
Alan's producing Mr. Paws. We're having Blair, who has never worked on a mess project actually,
Apart from
but he's a very good.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very good camera. He's a very good camera operator. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's
Awesome.
going to do.
Was he one of your friends from college?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm looking forward to meeting this Blair guy. Anywho, would you guys like to talk about the movie?
Martin's Morsese's The IrishBoy.
Irishman thing.
Potato Man.
Watch
Yeah,
it on your phone. Watch it on
Woohoo.
your watch. Watch it on your telly, but don't watch it in the cinema, because that's illegal.
It's got Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro.
Is it still in?
It's got-
Is it still in the cinema?
It was in select cinemas for a few weeks before it came out to Netflix.
It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some issues with it. There are some issues I have with
I've
it,
seen
but
half
it's
of it.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were like last week. We were like, "Oh, The Irishman's out. It's 3.5 hours long, so make sure you guys watch it before the pod." And I watched it, and then Sean watched it, and
Watched
then
it.
Ewan decided to watch it like today,
hour and a half
I
of
guess.
it.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, an hour and a half. That's the movie." Okay.
Yeah, there's so much. But the first thing I want to say about the movie is the time length of it.
It is a haul. It is a
It is-
long ass haul.
It's a challenge to get through. Like, I enjoyed every scene, but you could feel that it was 3.5 hours long.
See, I disagree. I disagree there. It's like I was watching it with my brother, and we watched it, and then we paused it to get some food, and it's like we were like an hour and a half in, and we're like, oh crap, we're already an hour and a half in, and there's so much left. And then when we watched it again, and I think we watched it then until the end, I was like, the time flew by for me. Normally, if it's like, say, even if it's like Lord of the Rings, you feel the watch time. Like it's like a 2.5 hour long movie. It's great, but they're long, and you're like, whew. that was a haul, wasn't it? The Irishman, you
Yeah.
get to the end of it, you're like, whew, that was a haul, wasn't it? But it's not as it doesn't feel as long as like the Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
because-
If not, it feels
No, it
like the
doesn't feel
same
like-
length.
Because it was
Like,
weird. Because
Yeah.
with the hour and a half that I did watch, even though I could see that I still had like 2 hours left, it doesn't feel long.
2.5 hours.
2 hour. What? No, 2.
Oh, 2 hours, yeah.
Because it's a 3.5 hour. long.
Sean's good at math.
Yes. Yeah, but it doesn't. No, it doesn't feel long at all.
No, it goes by a real zoom.
Yeah, the characters like Robert De Niro and John Pesci and
Joe Pesci.
Al
Pesci.
Pacino.
Pesci.
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 That. Yes. Oops.
They're all good. They're all
No.
good in it.
Not Joe Pesci. Pesky little Joe. Oh,
Pesky.
Oh, that
Well,
Joe
he
is
is
so
a-
pesky. Ooh.
He is a wee man though. He's a very wee man. He's
good.
very
he's,
good.
He's very good in it. Yeah. The interesting thing I think with the Irishman is it de-ages Robert De Niro, and he looks so
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
Like-
can I? This is the thing I wanted to talk about. Because it's been bothering me
Okay.
the entire time I was watching it. Why is it every single character that's been obviously de-aged, why are they all orange with exceptionally blue eyes?
Yeah, I know. I noticed that Robert De Niro had really blue
So
eyes.
did Joe.
I was like, whoa.
Joe Boy. Because I can't remember his last name again. But
Pesci.
Pesci.
Little pesky Joe.
Pesci.
Pesky Joe. He's a pesky kid, him.
Yeah, but it's like you watch him with the de-age. The best way I could describe him to I was talking to my brother, we were talking about the weird looking de-age on Robert De Niro. It's like he looks like a 50-year-old who just had plastic surgery. Like,
Yeah.
like
I thought the hair looked okay, like the slick back hair. That was fine,
Yeah.
but you could tell it was de-aged
it's
CGI.
just like his face looked plastic. Like,
Now the de-aging
They
thing
also
isn't
aged
great.
him.
yeah, it isn't great, and it's a gimmick, really, more than anything else.
Yeah, the one thing I really want to discuss about the movie is the narration of it. Like, I don't know if it was just me, but Matthew can probably help me out with this, but I got confused who De Niro was narrating it to when he was in his wheelchair, because they don't really touch that subject.
Oh.
He's narrating it to us, to the camera.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought that, but like I always assumed because of the angle he was talking to somebody.
Yeah, he's
But-
talking to you.
Yeah. I just assumed that he was talking to somebody because I was like, oh, why did he just stop narrating
No,
during the
it's just
film?
it's just breaking the fourth wall, really. It's just him sitting down to tell you a story about his life. But it's
Yeah.
like the best way I can just kind of describe the narration that comes to my head is in Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It starts a narration and then there's no narration for like an hour and a half, and then the narration comes back in at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like,
pretty much what happened with Irishman, but it was a great film, and honestly, Al Pacino as Jimmy Hoffa, I loved. I thought he was really fucking funny.
Al Pacino was good, yeah. There's not a bad performance in the movie, like,
No, there isn't.
but that's because it's a Scorsese picture. It's
Yeah.
it's gonna be
He
good.
knows his shit.
There are some shots though where it's like you can cut now.
Yeah.
It's Scorsese. No one's in the room. We can cut.
I noticed-
Nothing's. Do you want us to? Should we turn the? We're keep going. Are you awake? Hello.
I noticed that, and I hate to spoil this for you, but I noticed that when De Niro was on the phone call to Al Pacino's wife after the incident, like after when he hangs up, he's just kind of like staring for a while, like.
The best example I can think is when they're in the hotel room, and then they all leave
Oh,
the
yeah.
hotel room, and the camera's like, "This is a hotel room."
Yeah. Oh, it was really good, and oh god, there's so much to talk about. I don't know where to start. I really don't know where to start with the film.
Well, let's start at the end since we've all seen the movie.
Well, do you want to say your bit first, Matthew?
I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Since I can't contribute much to this conversation about the ending, you guys can talk about the ending while I go fetch food. Bye bye.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we are. I was joking. But
Okay, cool.
We'll just keep talking about the movie. You can go get food if you want.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Euan's a professional, and that's why we like working with him. He shows up late to the
Yeah.
podcast and then walks off halfway through.
And doesn't get videos uploaded. Please subscribe to our channel.
we do things.
Please. We promise there is
Quality
things.
entertainment.
There is things to be watched, just not
Yeah.
now.
Just not many. we film loads. It just never
but there's-
comes out.
It's all in the basement.
Yeah. No, we keep what's like. See, it's a hard movie to talk about without going immediately into spoilers because,
Yeah.
like plot wise, anyway, it's not a deep plot. It's really a
No.
character. It's really about the characters.
It is. It's a
Like,
film
it's a
about their lives.
Yeah, it's like an out and out character study of De Niro's character. Is it? Yeah, De Niro.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Frank.
Yeah, no, not Robert. Oh, names are hard. I'm gonna stop talking before my brain melts. Sean, off you go.
Pretty much, it's a film that takes. It's just a film that takes you through life, like pretty much these characters and what they go through. So the film is pretty much. It's not much plot. All it does is it tells you Robert De Niro's character Frank, how he gets involved with the mafia, how he meets these sort of people, how he gets involved, like how much money they give him, and what it benefits his life. And you kind of see the destructive path that he goes along with this, and you kind of see how it ruins particular relationships. More importantly, the relationship he has with Peggy, his daughter. That I thought that was really interesting as the film progressed. Like as she got older and older and older, like as at the very beginning of the movie when she's really little, she kind of comes up to her dad as he's starting to get involved with all these mafia crimes. Like, oh, the butcher beat me, and he's like, where is he? And he literally takes her hand.
No, he shoved her. He shoved her.
Yeah, he shoved her. Like, what he does is he takes his daughter by the hand, walks all the way to the butcher to beat the living
Oh my god!
shit
Right,
out
no,
of him.
right. The scene where he fights the shopkeep. Oh my god! Right, I both really like it and I just hate it because it's hysterical. So he's beating up the shopkeep and then he throws him out and then like they're fighting and then he goes to punch him but he's like
He's like that, yeah.
and then he stops on his hand instead and like
Yeah. You could tell that De Niro didn't have the body strength because he's old.
yeah, initially, initially I was like, oh, that looks really dumb. And then, like, in my head, I was like, maybe it's a character thing. Like, you know, he's trying to play the tough man, but he's really unsure about himself right now. And then towards the end of the movie, but also it just looks bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's just because De Niro is a bit old now.
yeah, he looks like a 50-year-old dude, but he's moving like a 70-year-old man. Like,
Yeah. Because he takes him out, he's like, well, take this outside. He's like,
and then, I don't know how to hit. Do I punch you now or do I kick you? I don't know.
and the stomps that he does for the sound effects doesn't sound like that hard because he lightly stomps him
Yeah.
and he's like, ah, fuck, my hand.
Yeah.
Ah.
The sound design on those stomps could have been something more because it is really quiet. Like,
Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
but no, it was good. And yeah, I really like Russell in the film. The character Russell, played by Joe Pesci.
Right. Okay. I didn't remember any of the characters' actual names. I just knew it was like, oh, okay, Joe Pesci. Off goes Robert De Niro. Oh, there's Al Pacino. Like,
No, it's Frank, Russell, and Jimmy.
I'm not going to remember that. Anyway.
But no, I thought his character was really good because he kind of gave off that vibe of you're safe as long as you stick with me and do everything I say and don't fuck with me.
What I like is like he was just a solid dude the entire
Yeah.
he never betrays him. He just helps him out and he's a solid dude. Also, the sock you're holding looks like a penis.
Yeah, it does.
It just looks like a penis.
But he is a really cool guy, and
It's really distracting me.
I did like the relationship between Al Pacino, Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro because they just became best friends who killed people.
Yeah, and then they run the union and
Yeah, they pretty much take over everything.
But see, this is the action scenes in this movie are super quick, and I really like that. My brother didn't like them at all. He was like, "Well, that was garbage, wasn't it?" Because it builds up to this moment, and then it like snaps, they're done. But I like that because it's like it's all this like constant building, this tension building, and then if you blink, you miss it. Like it's just like how fast they like take another person's life.
I think the snappiness of it was good because it kind of showed how quick it needed to be, and it does quick the pace of the film because you couldn't just fuck around and do that. You'd have to shoot them and then fucking run away because you'd get caught.
I really enjoyed it, and it was not like a style of killing people, I guess is what the sentence I'm gonna say that I've
It was
seen.
just shooting people.
Yeah, it's just like bang bang, okay, gone. Like
Yeah.
there's no like fuss with it. It's like fire the bullets, they get hit, off I go. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
For as much as this film lingers and lingers and lingers and lingers, it does not linger on the killing. Like
No, it doesn't. Like, I think my favorite scene is that scene where he is in the restaurant and just fucking shoots the guy and then fucking runs back to the car and then
Yeah,
fucks
he's
off. I
two
was like,
pistols.
whoa.
Bang 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 bang.
Yeah, bang, 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 bang. He was literally like fucking Red Dead Redemption, that shit, where he's like, bang, 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 and then fucks off. Fuck. Yeah, I really liked Al Pacino as Jimmy Hoffa, and a scene that I kind of want to quickly dive into is the scene where he's in prison, and that scene where he's eating ice cream, and then Tony
That scene
Pro
is great.
when Tony Pro comes to him, he's like, "Oh, I need to get my money," and he's like, "Your money's gone, but my money's fine." And he's like, "What? What do you mean your money?" He's like, "Well, I've
Yeah.
got people that's got to get my money." He's like, "Well, can you get that for me?" He's like, "Not my fucking problem."
He's
He's like, "Well, fuck you, man."
He's like, I can't. He's like, I committed fraud, but you committed like another one or something.
Yeah.
Like they're two very similar but slightly different, and he's like, the difference matters, so I can't get you your money.
Yeah.
And then
I just love that.
He says like a racially charged slur, and
Yeah.
the fight breaks out. And but
I
it's
love how
just-
that sticks.
Yeah, but it's a really it's a good. All the character plays off each other so well. Because just thinking, it's like it's a really good scene, and it builds really well, and then it's like doubled down on even more later in the movie when they're waiting
Yeah.
for the meeting to show up, and then
That meeting was so good.
Yeah, the guy's like half an hour late or something. He's like 10
He's like,
minutes
"Fuck this
top." Yeah.
cocksucker."
And he shows up in shorts. It's like, you show up in shorts to a meeting.
Shorts.
What the?
He's like-
like,
And he's like, "Yeah, it's Florida in the summer." He's like, "Well, I always wear suits to a meeting."
yeah. It's
And I just,
like-
oh,
it's a good movie. Go watch The Irishman on Netflix. It's good.
I'd
What
recommend it. It's a
what I enjoy as well is the amount of memes that have come off The Irishman because Martin
Memes?
Scorsese. Yeah, because Martin Scorsese has gone off on this like tirade arguing that like Marvel movies aren't cinema, stuff like that. There have been a lot of memes that he has a Netflix movie, which is like a movie that you can watch anywhere. And the best one that I've seen is somebody watching Martin Scorsese's The Irishman on their phone while they're riding a motorbike down a highway.
that's
It's like,
so good.
Watching The Irishman the way Martin Scorsese intended.
I see. That's what I love about the technological age that we're in now. Is people just take the piss out of everything.
Yeah, it's a living nightmare. But
Yeah. It is.
I mean,
But
it's
yeah,
as much as you can argue for the purity of cinema, watching a movie in cinema is always going to be the better experience. Like,
it
just
is.
assuming that you're not there with just the worst people, like.
Oh god, people who talk in the cinema or like
Use
scream
their
or like
phone.
obnoxiously laugh, it pisses me the fuck off.
Use their phone, talk, like anything like that. Yeah, it's annoying. But if you're in the cinema with a good audience watching pretty much any movie, if it's half decent, it's going to be a fantastic experience. Like
Yeah, 'cause-
cinema's great, but also I like Netflix because sometimes I want to stay in bed and watch a thing. Like
Yeah.
they've all
Sometimes I
got
don't want to be outside.
I think they've all got their advantages, and none's really the pure way of doing it. It's all ways of showing art. Just enjoy the art. Like, who cares, really?
Yeah, I just appreciate
Not
movies, my
me.
dudes.
I don't care that much.
Matthew doesn't really care about anything.
Is Euan just going to eat his entire dinner? And,
Yeah.
Like...
We might as well just do the podcast without him. Well,
I
it is
know.
the MESSCAST now.
Welcome to the MESSCAST, the podcast
Yeah.
without stinky Euan.
Yeah. Euan's not here because he's late for everything, apparently.
No, yeah, he was late, and then he came, and then there were technical issues, and then we started, and then he left. And so, I guess he's just munching
Well,
away at his
guys.
dinner. Well, I guess we're just going to keep talking about stuff, because I don't know what else I can add. I don't want to spoil The Irishman, really, in the podcast, because I think I just want people to go out and watch it, because it's good.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really good. Like,
It is a very, very good film. Without spoiling anything but diving into the end, I thought the end was bitterly sweet.
it's a nice, like, somber ending.
Yeah, like, because obviously, without spoiling anything for the people who are watching, but the characters do obviously grow up in age. And as they get to the age of retirement, you kind of see how their behavioral pattern changes, how their attitudes and their life attitude changes, because of obviously death is approaching them quicker and quicker. And you kind of see how they become nicer people in a way. And that kind of made me think, like, do all people do that? Like, obviously, how you've got these sweet old nice ladies or these nice people in homes. That made me think, they could have been a potential fucking killer. Who knows? They're too sweet now. Who fucking knows? But no,
Yeah.
it was really good, and obviously, the relationship that you see, how it all changes, how they grow, how they adapt. It was really fucking good. And did I just cut out?
No, it's the way that you worded that. It's like how they grow, how they adapt. Immediately, my mind is like, adapt, change, overcome.
Oh yeah, the fucking meme, yeah. Technically they do overcome some boundaries.
Yeah.
But no, Irishman's a good watch.
Especially when
it's fun.
Al Pacino starts like flying with his jetpack and shooting people. Like,
Yeah,
that
Martin
bit was.
Scorsese becomes a lizard and jumps in front of the camera and screams.
I thought it was really weird when De Niro looked into the camera and he goes, "Iron Man's dumb," and then the movie just continues like it was nothing. Like that came out of nowhere. It was such a weird
Yeah.
bit. Like
It was like subliminal messages in the movie. I had my tinfoil hat off for that film.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes they just said, fuck YouTube and fuck mess. I was like, whoa, dude, it's
Robert,
fucking mental.
there was a distinct point when Al Pacino like wore a Spider-Man costume and went, "This is ridiculous. Spider-Man's not cinema." And then the next scene, he wasn't in it, and it was just like, "Whoa, Scartin Morsese, what are you going on about? What's happening?"
My favourite bit is when Al Pacino wore that rhino costume and said, filthy cocksuckers.
Oh no, but go watch The Irishman. It's 3.5 hours, but really, you could pretty much do what Euan's done if you did it sooner than Euan did and didn't have an obligation to talk about it on a podcast that you put out to like 1,000 people and about like I don't know 50 of them will actually watch it. But you can watch it in parts easily because it's this story, and there was an argument that was being made on Twitter recently of like whether or not it should have been episodic TV show. I think it would have worked as a TV show as well.
It would have done, I thought, yeah, because
Yeah.
there was not a moment, like, because I did pause it a few times to go for breaks, tea,
Mhm.
and get food.
Yeah.
And anytime I paused it, it wasn't like I wasn't missing anything, or pretty much...
There was never a bit where you're like, "Oh, I can't pause this, I must watch it." It's like, this is really
Yeah.
entertaining, but after this scene ends, I can pause it, get dinner, come back, press play again. Ooh, this is good, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a fun film because you're watching pretty much people's lives. It pretty much, and it feels like that. It feels, because that was one thing I really liked about the film, was I forgot that it was a film at one point because of how the lines were delivered, especially in the scene with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, his son, and the lackey in the front, and they're talking about the fucking fish.
Oh, that seems so funny.
It's so good, and I forgot, and I was thinking like, wow, that was scripted, like,
Yeah,
because
but
that just
it's
sounded like a conversation that people would have.
It's another, like, I hazard to say it's another thing that is like just adds to the runtime for no reason, because it's technically a conversation about nothing, and arguing that you could cut it out and you wouldn't lose anything in the movie. But also like, oh my god, what's his face? Tarantino does conversations about nothing all the time, and they like, you couldn't, if you cut those, you would lose the movie. I don't know if you cut the fish conversation, you would lose the movie, perhaps, per se. I feel like the movie would be fine without the fish conversation, really.
But it adds to it.
It adds some comic relief to it, no doubt. But also, it's a 3.5 hour movie, and there's like a 10-minute scene where they're talking about fish. So
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good. It is a good film, but it is 3.5 hours long. And but as it finished, because I wasn't like, oh my god, I can't wait for this film to be over. As it finished, I was like, I actually want to watch that again. Like, I think I'm going to give it like a second and third watch.
Yeah, I think that's what I was like. What I said to my brother, I was like, 3.5 hours, but I am not against watching it again at some point. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot to unpack in it, I think. Like, just from, like,
it's heavy as fuck.
Like, a character base. Like, there's got to be a reason why they talk about fish.
Yeah. Well, it's a really heavy film. Like, I'm trying to think everything off the top of my head, and I know most of the film, but there is stuff I'm probably not remembering off the top of my head right now that I probably could be discussing right now.
Great, I'm glad that you are ready for the podcast.
Hey, I'm more prepared than you, and he's just fucked off.
Euan's not prepared for anything ever. He's never even prepared to publish a video. But...
But no, I think one of my favourite bits was the montage sequence of them getting bigger and bigger as a fucking mafia and the corporate companies and stuff like that. But how you saw the scenes of them doing the jobs and the missions, of them blowing up the fucking taxis, for example. That was fun.
Oh, that was great. I kind of wish that explosion was bigger. I was really I was disappointed by that explosion. It was like, it's a lot of little explosions of the cars blowing. I was like, that's cool, but I want a
There's one thing that I did kind of disagree with that sequence is it did look super filmed. Like, I was like, it did look a little unnatural. Like, yeah, this is a wide shot and the explosion's coming in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, but it could just. It's hard to argue. Like, you're right. It is done like that, but also, like, it's done like that for a reason. Like, it's stylized to be like, yeah, this is a cinematic experience. You're gonna watch this car explode.
Yeah.
But,
I get that. No, I do get it.
Yeah. It's a good one. Oh, that's
Euan's.
What's he saying?
Let's see.
Let's find out live on air. What's Euan saying? I mean, not live. Like, I can see you're still talking about the movie and the ending. I shall watch more of it on Netflix now, then, I suppose. God damn it, Euan, you lazy boy.
Yeah.
Little does he know, we've just continued the podcast without him.
Yeah. Welcome to
the MESSCAST.
The podcast with a cast of
Miz.
Miz. Mathew here.
And Sean. Now, Sean, if we do
Euan.
this, we'll combine.
Fusion. We are now. What
I want now is for Euan to be watching us on the side of his monitor and just being so confused as to why we're doing the fusion.
Yeah, just sees us going like.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're talking about Martin Scorsese's The Irishman.
No, I can actually hear you guys.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
No, he can't.
He's evaded the podcast, guys. Abort mission! Abort!
Well, let's get on to talking about the ending of the. Let's get on to talking about the ending of The Irishman then, with Euan's headphones on. I guess if you can hear us, we'll just talk about the ending. Mwaha. Okay, his headphones are off. Let's continue talking about nothing. Right.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I don't know why. I don't know. I love Euan, but an hour and a half. Like,
an hour and a half is all he watched.
Yeah, like, he just was like, oh, I've watched an hour and a half, that's enough to watch of a 3.5 hour film, right, guys?
I got the gist. I know what's happening.
Yeah. I don't need to know all the stuff that expands on the movie, no!
An hour and a half is the average runtime of a movie. So, technically, I have watched the movie.
It was approximately a feature-length film back in 1982.
I mean, it's still considered feature-length. 90 minutes is the minimum for a feature. Like,
yeah, it's a minimum, but back in the day, it used to be maximum.
Yeah.
Until fucking 2-hour films came out and everyone was like, whoa, that's mental, eh?
So it's like Avatar in 2009. Oh my god, it's 2 hours long. What
a fucking nutcase!
Oh, it's so long. It's 2 hours.
I could probably watch Avatar now and it'd probably pass like fucking nothing.
Yeah, it does. It does pass like nothing. Like,
because I remember back in the day, people used to complain like, oh god, it's so long of a film. Mm-hmm. And it's like Lord of the Rings came out 10 years prior.
Yeah, but I don't know. Avatar's good though. I mean, the second half's good. The first half's slow as hell, but
yeah,
it's all for that battle, baby.
Avatar 5 will be out in 10 years.
They actually on Instagram teased a bit. They've just finished doing all the live action shots for Avatar 2.
Ooh, so when do you think that'll be coming out?
Next year is when it's supposed to come out, I think, or 2021. And they posted a picture on their Instagram. It's like a really, really, really wide shot of this like blue screen studio, and just like the weirdest looking boats. They look like toys. Like
Cool. So we're gonna get a new film every 12 years. Ace.
Yeah. I mean, they'll probably make all the money.
It will.
James Cameron's never wrong.
Yeah, just imagine working on a film for that long, though.
I mean, he wrote all the sequels back to back.
Yeah, I know. He wrote them, like, 10 years ago.
Well, he started writing them 10 years ago, and he finished writing them a few years back. But he wrote, like, he was like, okay, we finished shooting and filming Avatar. We finished writing and shooting Avatar 1. That was a nightmare to say. And then he's like, okay, when are you getting Avatar 2? He's like, yeah, I'm going to start writing Avatar 2, and 3, and 4, and 5.
And 5.
All at the same time. And everyone's like, well, why? Why are you doing that? It's like, I'm writing them all at the same time. And we're going to shoot them all at the same time. It's like, why? Why?
James, stop sniffing glue!
And what are you doing? He's like, all at the same time!
Yeah, because I remember, like, finding out in 2015, oh, he's wrote script for Avatar 5. I'm like, what happened to 2 to 4?
Yeah.
It's like...
He just goes all George
know.
Lucas with them. He's like, they're going to rhyme. You don't understand. They're going to rhyme.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense to the plot, kids.
Jar Jar's the key to all of Avatar.
Because from what I heard about Avatar 2, though, apparently it's got a lot of really cool underwater like stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a water-based movie, from what I know.
That'll be really fucking cool. Oh, hello, Euan.
It'll be interesting to see how the CG is for it.
I think that was the.
It'll probably be breathtaking, to be fair.
Yeah, that was the main reason why he waited that long as well for number 2, wasn't it? Because he was waiting for the kind of technology for underwater shooting.
Yeah, and then he watched Aquaman and he was like, "Oh my god, it's arrived!"
Yeah.
That movie looks like ass. That's the joke.
Yeah, Aquaman. I've not seen it. I just saw the trailer and thought, no, thank you.
It looks it's hideous. I hate DC CGI. They all looks terrible. It's
Did you
so
see it,
bad.
Matthew?
I've seen it. I went to go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Sat down, and Aquaman started playing, and I went, "What?"
Dear.
Then I looked at my ticket, and my ticket said Aquaman. And I went, "What?"
Did you enter a fucking parallel universe where you're like, ticket for Spider-Man, please? And then you sat down and it just changed to Aquaman suddenly.
Yeah. So I just walked out the theater and went and just walked into each different screen until I found Spider-Man and sat down.
Nice. That's cool. Into the Spider-Verse is a good movie. We're getting very sidetracked.
I mean, we've talked all we really want to about The Irishman, I think. Because I don't want to spoil it. I want people to go watch it.
What do you think of it, Euan?
Well,
the hour and a half that you've seen.
I already said
the whole movie apparently.
I've already said most of what I think about it. But the hour and a half I have seen, it's real good. I'm enjoying it. I look forward to finishing it. And it wasn't because I stopped. I wasn't like, okay, sure, an hour and a half's fine. I physically couldn't watch anymore because I had to go to work. So fuck you both.
I didn't realize you were at work for an entire week.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they make you sleep at your work.
I'm sorry.
That's awfully mean.
The important thing was to finish bed, and I finished that, and then I had to go to St. Andrews.
What about yesterday?
What?
Yesterday
I came home and then I immediately went to work, and I was late because my train was cancelled.
What about after when work?
What do you mean? Where was I? I was coming home.
Why were you?
I was coming home from St. Andrews. The train from Aberdeen to Inverurie got cancelled, and I ended up being half an hour late for work, and I had to stay an extra half an hour.
But here's the thing, you were staying the extra half an hour. Martin Scorsese's The Irishman can be viewed on your phone.
It can be viewed on this podcast.
That's true. Fine, I'll give you that. I never thought
I
about
just watched it all last night.
Actually.
Yeah, that would have saved you so much time.
Yeah, I never thought about it. Oh, I know why.
Did you just stare at the wall?
No, I was. What was I doing? I was looking at cars and listening to podcasts. Because I'm cool. No, the Wi-Fi on the train is always gash. on my mobile
You
data.
use your data.
No, the data runs out. It's like in certain areas when you're on the train, like you'll travel through country and there's no connection at all.
Get a better service provider.
No, but BT's cheap.
So that you can watch Martin Scorsese's The Irishman on a train.
Did you hear this whole big thing about Martin Scorsese and The Irishman about people watching it on their phones? He doesn't want people watching it on their
Yeah,
phones.
we just talked about that,
we
dude.
were just talking about this. Yeah, the best one. I was saying the best one I've seen is somebody watching it on their phone while they're riding their motorcycle down a highway, like the way that it was intended to be.
How did that come about? Like, what was the
Yes.
reason for that?
I assume they pressed play on Netflix and then they stuck it on their dash bit off their mic, and then they got on their bike and they drove onto the highway. And that's probably how that came about,
Yeah.
of them watching The Irishman on the highway.
Okay, that wasn't exactly what I was questioning. I think you knew that. You can't.
To be fair, it probably is probably a motorbike down the highway fucking length movie.
Well, the entire joke about it is because Scorsese was saying that like Marvel movies aren't cinema, and then like he makes a movie that's on a streaming service, and like you can actually watch it on a smartwatch, like.
That is amazing. Imagine that, just like, what's the time? Oh, I'm just watching The Irishman, mate.
To be fair, watching it on your watch would suck ass.
Yep.
Some of the shots
Yeah.
are so nice, like.
It is. But it's just weird that we live in a day and age where you can watch things on your watch. Wow, that was a great cut, Matthew. What a great way to edit the video. Wow.
Thanks. Nobody noticed
Yeah.
a thing.
No, that was smooth. That was like Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, which you should definitely watch on Netflix.
Oh, okay, right. This is going to be a segment I'm going to introduce. I've just thought of it right this second, and it's just to save me work in the future. Let's come up with a title. Haha! Woo! That's fun. Title time.
Why do we need a
Title
segment
time.
for
It's
that?
the segment. Title time. Title time. Title time.
Yay.
It's the segment. Title time. Right.
Well, Matthew's definitely stopped taking his meds.
Or maybe he started taking more.
Yeah, he's just
I thought-
overdosing now.
I found a thing like a pill on the street.
You've just been off it for the past week.
I think I should call
Irishman.
someone.
I can see the noises, man.
But okay,
Title.
title.
The title of Irishman. Yes.
Scorsese's Potato Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'd rather not do racist things.
That's true.
Scorsese's IrishBoy.
Could work.
Scorsese's Boy of the Irish.
I don't know. Titles are hard.
Well,
How about Euan's Dumb It Doesn't Show Up on Time, the movie by Martin Scorsese, a Martin Scorsese picture. Euan's late.
Ewan is on. I like that. I think Martin Scorsese should direct that movie.
A Martin Scorsese picture, the lateness of Euan.
Good.
I
I
don't know. Or maybe just something nice and clickbaity, like watching The Irishman on your phone. Wow.
or something you
How
could
to
talk
watch
about
it.
how long it is.
Watching The Irishman on your podcast.
What?
Fuck knows. I don't know. Fucking.
Titles are hard.
It's hard.
Scartin Morsese's the.
I think my flatmate's singing.
I can't hear anything.
I can't hear
Yeah.
anything either.
I hear him singing the Beatles or
Oh, I
something.
can't hear shit.
Okay, well that's the end of title time. We didn't.
Yeah.
We
We
didn't
failed.
come up with a title. That's
Actually-
0-1, and our win-loss record for title time. We'll keep track
That's
of
one
this as
thing-
we go on week by
We
week.
don't have any demands
That's
from
one
John
thing
this
we
week
can-
either.
No,
That's
he's
what-
been- Sean, you're never getting allowed to
We have
talk.
demands for
I just
John.
want to say we should do Kevin's happy belated birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
I think we should
copyrighted
sing happy
song.
birthday to him right
That's
now.
copyrighted.
Who cares?
Sure.
Alright.
Go.
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Birthday,
to
birthday,
you.
Kevin,
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Kevin
Kevin's
has a
birthday. He was
Kevin
for
has a
a
birthday.
Kevin
birthday.
birthday. The
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Happy
Kevin.
Look at
Yeah.
look at that birthday Kevin had. He did it himself.
Yeah, happy birthday, Kevin. He's probably heard that. Anywho, I think that could be a good old rap.
Yeah, I hope that it was you enjoyed this rendition of the MESSCAST.
Yeah, even
And the
though
podcast
yeah,
with the cast of Miz, with Euan popping his head in every now and then. But
If you really liked the
yeah.
MESSCAST, just comment under below. Euan's late.
I don't know what you said
Nope.
there. You cut out,
Yep.
Sean.
I said if you really like the MESSCAST, comment down below. Euan's late.
Everybody just give Euan abuse in the comments. I will personally, if you say something about Euan and our filter that YouTube's filter picks up as inappropriate, I'll just allow it to go in. So say everything you want.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, he just left.
Oh, he's just gone. Okay. Apparently
Okay,
Euan
Euan.
doesn't.
Apparently he doesn't want to
Euan-
stay around for
yeah,
the end. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Well, see you later, Euan. It was
Bye,
nice
Euan.
working with you. Yeah, bye.
Normally
I
we do
didn't
a bit-
want.
Yeah, normally we chat a bit before the podcast, after the podcast's
Yeah.
over, but I guess he doesn't want to this week. So
No. He's just fucking an hour and a half of Scorsese. Oh, the podcast's done. Bye. He's just. What is up with him lately?
No idea. But this is where we're ending it. Okay, bye bye everybody.
Alright. Bye.
Oh.